I hope you've had a very enjoyable first half of the day. I think the second half will be just as enjoyable. We have a lot of stuff to still talk about second half of today and tomorrow. Let me just go over some housekeeping notes. One is to try and see how far we can actually launch these guys. Yeah, that's right. So those individuals in the back row, please be aware. And I'll be the first one to just kind of launch one out there. Yeah. Okay, very good. Let's see. So if you can see this piece of nice hardware, we have a box, UltraBox 20-inch screen. We're going to give this thing away today, right at the end of Jeff Jackson's talk. And if I can have the Senior Vice President of our software engineering group in Solaris Technology. And it actually turns out that Jeff actually was the Vice President of all of our Java software technology as well. So he has a really deep breadth of information in terms of software development in general, and specifically to Sun's technologies. And I know firsthand that he's had a lot of experience in terms of driving developer initiatives. So he is the right person to talk to engage, and to listen to. Put your hands together for Jeff Jackson. Okay.
Well, thank you, everybody. Let's see how many dookies we have up here this time. That's not enough, Reggie. Let's see if I can. That's pretty good. So thank you for having me here. I just wanted to start with an overview of what you should be doing at this conference. And I know sometimes it's hard to sort of get in the mood of meeting people and asking your questions, because there's a lot of technology that was presented at this conference already today. But this really is your opportunity to go and meet anybody who has a speaker badge on. It says speaker at the bottom. And ask them your question or get the interaction going. If you have an idea that you'd like to test with drive with them or discuss with them, or if you would like to get some information, it's the speakers that you can ask those questions. And they're available at the breaks. They're available during the sessions, right? They'll be available at the, after the event tonight. But if you don't take the opportunity to ask your question, you're missing out. The same thing is true of what I'm going to talk about all the way in the back. In terms of what we're going as a company for open source. We're going to show you some things today. Why is Sun doing open source? We firmly believe that through open sourcing things and getting the market to be more diverse, it actually allows more commercial deployments for Sun and for other companies. So we see open source as a way of getting your business problem or your research problem solved together. But that means, again, that you have to join, which means that taking that step to figuring out how you can contribute and what your area of interest is. In this conference, you've seen a lot of technologies already this morning around Enterprise Edition, the Java EE. We've had a Java SE discussion. We've had some of the Solaris discussions. So you have a breadth of OS to middleware to core Java to handsets. The key thing is to get in there and start participating. We'd like to see your comments on what the technology looks like to you and what you'd like the next generation to look like, right? Because this is how the ecology actually works. So you're asking yourself, what does he really mean? Well, I came to Sun with an idea. There were 3 of us that came to Sun back 12 years ago, right? That we thought that Java would be great to run on a server, because at the time it was a browser technology. Everybody was writing applets in the browser. And 3 of us came to Sun with an idea that this should be a really great server technology. And that's what became EE. So those of you who were in the EE conference, that idea came to Sun by someone coming and joining Sun, right? And now we have the opportunity to come and join together in an open source world. This is what kind of the response has been. So worldwide, globally, we have a great response to joining open source activities, right, and contributing. But you got to take that first step. It's an amazing thing if, you know, I can encourage even like a dozen of you to join today. That would make this conference worth it. Again, you're going to ask yourself, well then, what happened? Why is it so important? A lot of you in the room, and I'm probably not going to make everybody raise their hand because I think it's a little bashful here, but have used the Apache Tomcat server. Okay? If you've used Apache Tomcat server, that was another step taken by Sun Microsystems, by a few of us, by approaching the Apache community and offering to donate our servlet engine and most of the web server to Apache. And so Sun started that community.